Okay, here we go. What I did was I went back around and I dug this out a little deeper, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to do the flag portion. This portion right here. Now you see, alright? So what I had done was I made little grooves, little V-cuts to separate the colors. And the stars are going to be over here, the blue and the stars will be over here. So what you want to do is you want to make a stop cut, which I already did on this, okay, going around. And then you're going to just take your knife at an angle and you're just going to sliver a little piece out from one side and then go back and do the other side. Just a little bit at an angle. Okay. And that's all that you do to do the flag. And try to make that V-cut as consistent as you can. And it's nice if you have a little bit on a wavy side. It just makes the flag look nicer than just going straight across. I have a little bit on the wavy side. So that's all that's to that. And then the flag, the blue portion, what I do is I just hold it a little bit at an angle and then go turn around and I do the other side the same way. Now I'll go back a few times and make sure everything's even a little bit. And then when I'm done with this, and this is already finished up here, what I want to do is I just want to taper those feathers in a little bit. Take those edges off. Alright, you can leave them straight if you want a little more of a dramatic, you know, change from one to the other, but I like rounding them off a little bit. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that all your cuts are nice and even. And, you know, just take your time with it. There's no hurry with it at all. And you want to draw this on ahead of time. You see how I'm going back and making things a little bit wider, a little bit more even. If you use a V tool, that would be really much more even than what I'm doing now. It would be more consistent. But I like a crisper corner, a V at the bottom. So then what I'm going to do, you can do either a straight line going across and then do it from either side by tilting your piece, or you can already start right on the line at an angle like I'm doing right now. And that takes a little bit of getting used to. And then what you want to do is just go off just a tad, you know, just a little bit, and just follow that line back down and around. See how it's coming out? See? It's almost easier than doing 3 lines. I'm used to doing either or. You know, it comes with practice. You know, and as long as you practice it, you know, on a different piece of wood first, you'll get the feel of how to hold that knife to make that. Okay, so we also have one little one up here, okay, that goes right underneath. So we're going to just plop this down and around like so up to that. And we're going to come back because that goes underneath that little feather. Okay, just like so. And you can really see the difference when you start painting it, you know, and you'll begin to see all the different. And then we're going to go up a little bit here because that flag goes up. Take that little piece out. Alright. See what we're doing? It's very simple. And you do the last two the same way. Take it at an angle. Follow it up and around. Just be careful to hang on to your piece. Make sure you have your glove on and your thumb guard on. Alright, just like so. Now I'm going to go back and clean it up when we're done here, and then we'll be ready to paint it. I'm going to go ahead and paint it, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. And it's very simple colors. It's not a difficult thing. You don't need some yellow or some gold, some yellow, some white, some blue, and that's about it. And then I with this piece I actually to see these little markings. Oh, that's the other thing we gotta do. I forgot. Good thing I looked at that. Okay, after you get this all done, I'll finish that one offline. I just want to show you from the head down. It's to give it a little bit of contrast. I took my pencil and I did a few little lines like so. Alright, just like that. That's it. That's all you need. You don't need a lot. You can use a V tool if you want, and all I did to take care of this is I took my knife. Let me go on this side. When you go to the edge, try to do it inward, okay? Just took my knife at an angle and then turned it around and took that piece out, okay? The same thing here. Take it at an angle, turn it around. See how we have that two little pieces taken out? I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard to see it because the wood's a little bit on the darker side. So you just want to do all of them that way. I find it's easier to do one at a time and then flipping it over and holding the knife the same way. Alright? Just like so. Alright, see how we're getting the feather look on there? It's just a little rougher than doing this with the wood burner. You can use a wood burner to make those marks too, but I find it's fun to actually carve these in. I like taking the time and the skill to do it this way. I think put a little bit of a curvature on them. Alright, so you see how we're getting that look now, right? So I just might put one more down here. It's easier if you draw it on, then you know where these actually go. Get things a little more even. Couple more and we'll be done, and then we'll be done with this segment. I'll load these up hopefully tonight for you, and I'll be back later with the final one. Okay, so that's our eagle. I just have to do one little line yet and go over it a little bit, and then we'll paint them up, and that's what he'll look similar to the one I had gotten done before. The other thing I also used, just to let you know, I used that that clear for the eyes. So I'll explain that when we come back. Okay, folks, so we're getting there. Take care. Bye-bye.